Ladies and gentlemen, wonderful people, this is Call of Duty fanatics. Welcome back to another Warzone report, and this one is going to be very interesting because Call of Duty just dropped another proper 2-minute and 10-second cinematics for Warzone Season 4, and there are some very interesting details that we need to analyze. So there are also some parts that we saw yesterday, but there are also some brand new parts. So the purpose of this video is that we go frame by frame with these new details and try to explain what development of story we currently have in Verdansk 84. So it's an absolute imperative that you stay with us until end of this video, because there are massive plot twists that are going to happen in Warzone Season 4. This is the first captured frame, and it's a control center, and now we have the confirmation of the location where this control center is, and it's written Jump Seat Satellite Ground Station, South Africa, June 26th, 1984. So that's the man from South Africa that they were talking in the previous trailer that we saw. This is the second one, and there at the first sight there is nothing interesting with this frame, but when we zoom in a little bit, then we will see something very strange. Dam is still in Verdansk. So this is kind of a mistake by the developers. They use some old assets and we have the dam in Verdansk still. There's no summit, which is kind of strange, I would say. Now, this is also a confirmation that Verdansk is one of the many satellite crash sites. So Verdansk, Soviet Union. And the next couple of frames, I will actually confirm that there will be multiple crash sites in Verdansk, so it's not just one, I would say. And this is basically the first one. So in the trailer we actually see that the first satellite is crashing somewhere around summit area, or in this case around dam. I wouldn't be surprised if they even return dam into the season 4, because something is fishy happening over here. Like, look, we have the dam over here. Now they might be using some old assets, but this is a confirmation that we will have a crash site near the summit or dam. This is the second crash site in Verdansk, and this is definitely Warzone or Verdansk Arena or unfinished football stadium. So one of the crash sites is going to be a football stadium in Verdansk, which is kind of good addition, because at the moment Verdansk Arena is useless, so nobody even goes there. It's always empty, so it's kind of good addition. The third crash site is going to be in the farmland, and as you can see, this is the moment when the third satellite crashed into farmland, in Verdansk farmland. So it's going to be very interesting. Are these satellites, is this one satellite and then we have to chase another parts, or it's a 3 satellites that crashed in Verdansk? That's also kind of a good question. And fourth crash would be bridge in between Verdansk Central Hospital and downtown. You know the bridge in between Nakatomi Tower and Verdansk Hospital. This is going to be one of the crash sites that we need to explore and investigate, probably in order to do some specific mission that's going to be presented to us with the Warzone Season 4. And now after Verdansk, we are going actually to North Africa, Algeria, and we actually, the first scene is like we see the desert, and we have the confirmation that this is satellite crash site 2. And we have the confirmation of the location, Algeria, North Africa. And it's very interesting. There is many frames over here because it might reveal the fate of Adler and what actually happened to him when he was captive of Stitch. We see actually here that Adler all of a sudden leave his squad to do something by himself. So basically his squad was fighting with the Perseus operatives, and then all of a sudden he jumps over some kind of a wall and he is going forward by himself. And the next frame is confirming that. We basically see him jumping over the small fence or something like that, and his colleagues were completely shocked what he was doing, because like they are squad and he all of a sudden jumps and went somewhere completely alone. And the next frame is also very interesting. He comes close to the satellite crash place, and we can see him on the right side, and on the left side you will see in a couple of moments there is a Perseus operator who is trying to cut part of the satellite in this frame over here. So probably they are after some kind of a tapes or some kind of a device that's built in the satellite, so both teams are trying to get the same things. But Adler is here first, and he executes both of the Perseus operators. We can see that on this frame as well, and the golden thing in the middle is basically the mission, or where the tapes or some kind of a thing to be retrieved in that satellite is, and it's hidden in this golden part of the satellite. And in this frame we actually see that Adler is actually opening this compartment or part of the satellite where this secret thing, whatever they're chasing, is. We cannot see clear what's inside in this frame, but the next one is actually very interesting as well. We see Adler putting his hand inside and trying to retrieve the thing. Now, very important information is that his team is still behind and fighting Perseus operators. So he got here first and alone. So nobody actually is seeing what he's doing, and nobody knows what he's doing because rest of the squad is busy fighting and he's not helping them. And this one is actually the proof why the team were here. And as we can see here, Adler is holding in his left hand some kind of a disc or a tape or something completely third that he managed to retrieve from this satellite. So all of this mess was because of some kind of a intel that these satellites were holding. In the next one we see again that the Adler acknowledges what he done. He completed his mission, but the question is again, where are his teammates and why is he doing all of this alone and without their knowledge? And the next one is actually the most shocking scene. We actually see Adler putting this tape inside his pocket. So just to remind you, his team is not here. They do not know what's happening. He's doing all of this by himself, which is kind of suspicious and I would say annoying considering the fact that Adler is a CIA operative. Then we see basically Adler's team coming finally to him. He walks from the satellite and starts a very unpleasant conversation with the rest of his squad, where basically they were asking him like, what the hell happened, why did you left us? And he said that the standard operating procedures are not applicable when fighting Perseus operatives. And the next question from the operative that you see in the middle is, have you managed to retrieve the satellite parts or the discs and tapes? And then he puts one very interesting answer: no, I haven't, probably they got burned while satellite was coming into the atmosphere, which was a complete lie because we actually saw in a couple of frames before that he managed to retrieve the tape from the satellite. So it's very, very suspicious what Adler is doing. And during the whole this trailer, he was acting completely suspicious and unnatural comparing to Adler that we already know. So that's a definite confirmation that he was brainwashed, and my assumption is that he's definitely working for Perseus. Or other alternative or other theory could be that he's up to his own vendetta against Stitch. But I highly doubt that because Stitch captured him, he was brainwashed, and probably he doesn't even know what he's doing. So, my fellow Verdansk citizens, that would be this small report for this time. Please let me know what do you think about Adler. Is he a traitor or not in the comment section below? And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for future great Call of Duty content. Until next time, my fellow Verdansk citizens, I wish you all the best and stay frosty.